Why do some people die suddenly one morning while they are healthy? Why do some children who have not yet grown up hastily leave the world, while others live peacefully for 100 years? Is death just a coincidence, or is there a deeper cause hidden behind? If everything is due to fate, then what is the point of trying to live a good life? If death can happen at any time, can we find peace in every present moment? In the Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha once said, "Human life is short and fragile, like a drop of dew on a blade of grass or a flash of lightning in the sky." So, is sudden death a harsh reminder of that impermanence? The Buddha once asked his disciples, "There is exhalation, but inhalation is not certain." Think about it, in this life, what is certain? If everything is so fragile, then how should sudden death be understood? Let us explore with the breath of compassion. In the Jetavana monastery, that evening, the wind blew from the Sala forest, and the rustling of leaves was like the whispering of the secrets of heaven and earth. A layman named Vasubandhu knelt before the Buddha. His face was haggard, and his eyes were red due to many sleepless nights. He said in a trembling voice, "World-honored one, something has just happened in our village that has left everyone in shock. My best friend, this morning, we went to the field together, laughing and talking as usual. But at noon, he suddenly collapsed, breathing his last. No illness, no warning, it all happened in a flash. His wife fainted from crying, and the young children, not yet understanding what had happened, had already lost their father. The whole village was terrified. Some say it was the devil who took him away, others say it was fate. But in my heart, doubt was too great. Why did death come so suddenly?" As soon as he finished speaking, Ananda, the closest attendant who was always by the Buddha's side, also bowed his head in thought. He had been wondering about this for a long time, and now hearing him say it made him even more agitated. Ananda spoke up. "World-honored one, I often think that if human life is so fragile, then this life is no different from a candle in the wind. We practice, keep the precepts, and do good deeds, but can we escape sudden death? Or, in the end, is it all just fate?" The atmosphere becomes quiet. The sound of birds chirping in the late afternoon seems to blend with the uneasy mood of the congregation. Many lay people also nodded, their faces worried. Another whispered, "If death comes at any time, then what is the point of living? Are all human efforts in vain?" The Buddha remained silent, his eyes looking down at the ground, as if he was understanding the suffering and pain of all. Ananda continued, his voice full of passion. "World-honored one, people often say, the good do not live long, the wicked enjoy a long life. I heard that my heart was confused. If there really is a law of cause and effect, then why are there such unjust deaths? I humbly ask the world-honored one to compassionately instruct us, so that we and all lay people will no longer be covered by the darkness and fear of death." The assembly clasped their hands together, their eyes looking up at the Buddha. In that moment, it seemed as if time had stopped, waiting for the Buddha's words of instruction. The atmosphere in the Jetavana monastery was so quiet that one could hear the wind rustling through the branches of the trees. After listening to layman Vasubandhu pour out his grief over the sudden death of his friend, the Buddha slowly spoke. "My children, the death you have just witnessed or seen may appear to be accidental, but in fact, it is not without cause. In this world, life ends for three main reasons. 1. A person dies when their lifespan has come to an end, just like a lamp that burns until the last drop of oil and then naturally goes out. No one can hold it back. This is called timely death. The lifespan of each person is determined by the karma of previous lives. Just like a flowing stream, no matter how winding and twisted, it will one day run dry. From the very moment of birth, The number of years, months, even the number of breaths in a lifetime has already been determined, like seeds sown in the field of the mind. When good karma created in the past is abundant, those seeds become blessings, causing a long life. When bad karma is abundant, life is shortened, like a young tree that has not yet grown and is broken. When one's lifespan comes to an end, no matter how good the medicine, how many people provide care, or how much merit offers protection, a person still must pass away. That death was not due to sudden external circumstances, but due to the exhaustion of internal strength. Just like a lake, no matter how carefully it is shielded, if the underground springs are exhausted, it too must dry up. Just like a lamp, if the oil is gone, no matter how much more fire is added, it will not shine. Dear children, death is inevitable and cannot be avoided. It is neither a punishment nor an injustice, but the natural result of karma. Understanding this, you will no longer be confused, but will cherish each day you live, because each breath is part of your predetermined lifespan. 2. Some people die because their blessings have been exhausted. A lifespan may remain, but because the merits that nurture the body have been exhausted, there are no longer the conditions to sustain life. Some die of hunger and thirst because they do not have food, clothing, or medicine. Some die of cold on the streets during the cold winter. Some die of illness because they do not have the means to treat it. They were not yet at the age of death, but their blessings were gone, so they had to die early. 3. And there is another kind of death, called unequal death. It means that life is not over yet, merit is not needed yet, but because of unwholesome causes and conditions, life is cut off halfway. The sutras teach that there are many causes of death, like that. Some people eat irregularly, sometimes starving their bodies to the point of exhaustion, and sometimes eating too much, causing blood and energy to be obstructed. Some people eat foods that are not suitable for them, causing illness in their bodies. Some eat but cannot digest, allowing food to accumulate and toxins to spread throughout the body, making illnesses even worse. Some illnesses can be cured, but because of negligence, they let it drag on until it is too late, and their lives are cut short. Some people stay away from medicine, refuse to treat their illness, or use the wrong medicine, resulting in poisoning. Some people do not know how to distinguish between good and bad, overwork themselves, live irregularly, and expose themselves to dew and rain, causing their bodies to deteriorate. Some indulge in desires, engage in relations at inappropriate times, or do so excessively, depleting their vital energy, weakening their bodies, and dying young. All of these are causes and conditions that lead to unequal death. It is not that the heavens are unjust, nor that the devils are dragging them away, but rather that it is the result of people's ignorant and indulgent habits. Hearing this, Ananda's heart seemed to lighten up a bit, but he was still troubled.
World-honored one, so all deaths are due to causes and conditions and karma.
But if so, is there any way we can avoid sudden death? Or can we just accept it? The Buddha looked at Ananda and smiled. Humans cannot completely avoid death, because it is the law of impermanence. But if you understand these three causes, you will know how to live properly. Knowing that life is limited, cherish each breath. Knowing that blessings can be needed, then cherish the blessings and do not waste them. Knowing that death is unequal due to ignorance and indulgence, keep oneself within the precepts, live moderately, and sow good seeds. In this way, sudden death will be less likely to occur, and even when it does, your mind will no longer be afraid. After listening to the Buddha explain the three types of deaths, Ananda still sat in contemplation. He joined his hands and respectfully said, Lord Buddha, now I understand that death is never without cause. But how can we live without being haunted by fear every day? If life is predetermined, merit can be exhausted, and inequality is always present, then what must we do to be at peace? The Buddha looked at Ananda and replied, Ananda, human life may be short, but that is no reason for you to live in anxiety. The important thing is not to run away but to learn to live mindfully, sow good seeds, and accumulate merit so that even when impermanence comes unexpectedly, your mind will still be at peace and not panic. There are 3 things to practice. The first is to keep the precepts and cultivate compassion. People who do not kill, do not harm life, and have compassion for even the smallest insects are sowing the seeds of longevity. People who sow the seeds of shortening life, sooner or later, will have to suffer the consequences of premature death. Therefore, if you wish to avoid sudden death, begin by refraining from killing, and at the same time cultivate merit by releasing life and helping all beings in accordance with the right dharma. Second, live moderately and know how to appreciate blessings. People often waste things without realizing it, from grains of rice, drops of water, to energy and time. Every time we waste blessings. Those who value their food and clothing, take care of their health, and practice restraint in their desires are the ones who truly preserve their lifespan and merit. Remember, merit is like armor protecting the body. When merit is abundant, one's lifespan is secure. But when merit is thin, misfortunes can strike easily. Third, practice mindfulness and wisdom. People fear death because they cling to the body, to the ego. When you contemplate impermanence, seeing that this body is merely a false composite, and that birth and death are like a dream, fear will gradually fade away. Those who know how to sit, breathing in and out mindfully, observing the arising and passing of each breath, will see that death is merely a transition, nothing to be feared. Remember, children, impermanence is not an enemy but a teacher reminding us to live more fully. If we understand impermanence, we will love more, forgive more quickly, and do good while we still can. Those who know how to live like this, when death comes, whether timely or unequal, can still smile, knowing that they have no regrets. Hearing this, Vasubandhu bowed his head, tears falling on his robe, and his voice trembled. World-honored one, now I understand. Sudden death is no longer a threatening shadow, but a reminder, so that I can live worthily in each remaining day. From now on, I vow to keep a heart of compassion, cherish merit, and practice mindfulness, so that when impermanence comes, my mind will remain at peace. The Buddha smiled, his countenance radiating amidst the falling twilight, and his voice sounded like the sound of a cool stream. Live as if today were your last day, and then you will no longer fear tomorrow. In that moment, the entire congregation felt as if a heavy burden had been lifted. The afternoon breeze gently blew through the trees, carrying the scent of flowers, as if proving the wonderful, profound truth that Buddha had just revealed.
If you find this video useful and it brings peace to your soul, don't forget to like to spread positive energy, and subscribe to the Bodhi Journey channel to continue receiving, learning, and sharing meaningful Dharma lessons.
Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and share this video with your friends and relatives to sow good karma with Buddhism together. Thank you for accompanying us. May you always dwell in joy and peace in the compassionate light of the Buddha. The content of this video is excerpted and based on Buddhist scriptures and traditional scriptures. The video aims to promote humanistic knowledge and does not propagate futile superstition. Viewers are encouraged to watch with rationality.